Let me tell you something that might shock you. Every 40 seconds, someone, somewhere, takes their own life. Let that sink in. That means by the time you finish this video, dozens of lives will be gone. Not because of war, not because of hunger, but because of something inside, something no one else could see. Sadness, loneliness, emptiness. And you know what's terrifying? We're living in the most connected world in history. We have the internet. We have therapy. We have entertainment. We have comfort. Yet we've never been more lost. People smile on the outside, but cry when the lights are off. We scroll for hours, but feel nothing. We talk to hundreds online, but feel invisible in real life. And maybe you're one of them. Maybe you're holding back tears right now. Maybe your chest feels heavy and you don't even know why. Maybe you've thought to yourself, what's the point anymore? Listen to me. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not crazy. You're human. And this world, this dunya, was never meant to feel like paradise. You see, society wants to fix you. It says, take this, buy that, be happy. But Islam doesn't try to fix your sadness. It gives it meaning. Sadness doesn't mean Allah is angry with you. It doesn't mean your faith is low. It means you're alive. It means your heart is working. Even the greatest human being to ever live, Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, felt deep sadness. He lost his children. He was rejected by his people. He was attacked, insulted, humiliated. And after losing his beloved wife Khadijah and his uncle Abu Talib in the same year, he was so crushed. That year became known as the Year of Sorrow. Think about that. The most beloved person to Allah, the final messenger, the mercy to the worlds. And even he had a year of sorrow. So what about you? Why are you ashamed of your sadness? Why do you hide your pain as if it means you failed? You haven't failed. You're just feeling. And maybe, just maybe, that feeling is Allah's way of turning you back to Him. Let's keep going. You know those moments when life completely breaks you, when your heart shatters, when everything you built falls apart, when you stare at the ceiling at night, wondering if things will ever feel okay again. What if I told you that's not the end of your story? What if I told you it might just be the beginning? Because sometimes when life breaks you, it's actually Allah calling you back. And I'm not saying that to sound spiritual or poetic. I'm saying it because it's the truth. Look back. Think of your hardest moments. Didn't they humble you? Didn't they crack your ego? Didn't they bring your knees to the floor? And wasn't that the moment your heart whispered, Ya Allah, for the first time in a long time? That's not weakness. That's a return. That's a wake-up. That's love in its rawest, most painful, most powerful form. There's a saying by one of the scholars, when Allah loves you, He shakes your life to wake you up before He takes your soul. Sometimes the things you lose are the things Allah removes because they were pulling you away from Him. A relationship, a job, a comfort, a plan, gone. And you think it's a punishment? No, it's a redirect. You wanted the road to go left, but Allah blocked it. You cried at the wall. You banged on the door. You begged for it to reopen. But what you didn't see was the cliff just around the corner. He was saving you. But saving you doesn't always feel like soft hands. Sometimes it feels like a storm. But in that storm, something happens. You stop running. You stop pretending. You drop your pride. You fall to sujood, not because it's Ramadan or because you feel religious, but because you have nowhere else to go. And that's when the healing starts. Not when your life becomes perfect again, but when you say, Ya Allah, I don't understand, but I trust you. Do you know how powerful that moment is? The angels write it down. The heavens witness it. And your heart, even if it's still hurting, finally feels real. Finally feels close. Finally feels alive. So next time something breaks in your life, don't just ask, why me? Ask, what is Allah trying to show me? Because sometimes the biggest blessings are disguised as the hardest trials. And the pain that broke you might be the exact thing that saves you. Let's go deeper. Let me tell you a story. Not a quote, not a reminder, but a story. Because sometimes what your heart needs isn't advice, it's proof. Let's go back centuries ago to a man named Ayub alayhi salam. He was known for his wealth, his family, his health. He had it all, and he was grateful, truly, humbly grateful. But then, one by one, it all disappeared. His livestock died, his lands collapsed, his children, every single one of them, gone. And if that wasn't enough, his body began to fall apart. Disease, pain, weakness, sores, isolation. His skin bled, his limbs ached. He couldn't move. People stopped visiting him. Some believed he was cursed. Even his closest companions began to pull away. The only person who stayed by his side was his wife. She took care of him day and night. But even she was tested. There were moments of hunger, moments where she sold her hair for food, moments where her patience trembled. And what did Ayub alayhi salam do? Complain? Curse? Break down? No. He waited, and waited, and waited. 18 years. 18 years of agony. But he never once said, Ya Allah, why me? And when he finally did speak, do you know what he said? Indeed, adversity has touched me, and you are the most merciful of the merciful. Surah Al-Anbiya 21:83. That's it. No accusations, no blame. Just recognition, just surrender. And what did Allah do? Allah responded. So we responded to him and removed what afflicted him. And we gave him back his family and the like thereof with them, as mercy from us. 21:84. Everything was returned, his health, his family, his peace. But more than anything, his story became a shield. For every soul like yours, for every broken heart that needed to know, healing is real. But that's not the only story. Let me tell you another, not from centuries ago, but today, modern time, real life. Her name was Layla. She was a single mother. Her husband passed away in a car accident. She was left with 2 children under the age of 5. No job, no income, no family nearby. She said there were nights she didn't eat, just so her children could. She sold her wedding ring to pay rent. She thought about giving up. She thought about giving up. One night, she sat in the dark with the lights off because the electricity was cut. And she whispered, Ya Allah, if you're really there, help me, please. The next morning, her neighbor, someone she barely knew, knocked. He brought food. He offered to help her get a job at the local school. One thing led to another. She started working, started healing, started listening to Quran. Years later, she's remarried. Her children are memorizing the Quran. And she says, the worst night of my life was also the night I spoke to Allah like He was truly listening. And He was. So if you ever wonder whether your story is too dark, too messy, too far gone, remember Ayub, remember Layla, and remember this, your story is still being written. Let's keep going. Let's be real. Sometimes, all the advice in the world doesn't help. Not because it's wrong, but because when your heart is breaking, your mind isn't listening. So what do you do when you're too tired to cry? When you feel like you've prayed and nothing changed? When even getting out of bed feels like a mountain? Let me say this first. You are not failing. This is part of the test. Not to destroy you, but to see, will you hold on, even with shaking hands? So here's what you do. Not 50 things, just a few, but do them like your soul depends on it, because it does. Number 1, pray even when you don't feel like it. Not perfectly, not with long surahs. Just pray. Just show up. Even if your body is heavy, even if your sujood is wet with tears, you don't need fancy words. Allah already knows. You just need to kneel. Number 2, say the dua of Yunus alayhi salam. You don't need a long speech. You need a rope. La ilaha illa anta, subhanaka inni kuntu minas zalimin. There is no God but you. Glory be to you. I was of the wrongdoers. 2187. Yunus said it when he was in the belly of the whale. You can say it when you're in the belly of anxiety. And Allah answered him. He will answer you too. Number 3, stop trying to figure it all out. You're not weak for not having all the answers. You're human. Let go of the illusion of control. Say it out loud if you have to. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know Allah does. That's called tawakkul. That's your superpower. It turns worry into worship. It replaces pressure with peace. 4, get out of your head and into action. Sadness grows in stillness. Don't let it sit and fester. Move, even a little. Take a walk. Write something. Read one ayah. Do one kind thing for someone else. Even secular psychologists say action is the antidote to despair. Islam taught us that centuries ago. Do good deeds. Be patient. Keep going. Even when it's small, it's powerful. 5, talk to someone who reminds you of Allah. Not the one who says, just get over it, but the one who listens. The one who doesn't try to fix you, but sits with you in the fire. That one friend, that one sibling, that one person online who says, I don't know your whole story, but I'm here, and Allah is too. These steps aren't magic. They won't erase the pain in an hour, but they'll keep you breathing. They'll keep your soul awake. They'll pull you, inch by inch, back to the light. And if you're thinking right now, that's too much, I can't do even that, then just do this. Say, Ya Allah, help me. Even if that's all you can say, it's enough. You don't need to be strong. You just need to not give up. Let's keep going. If you've made it this far in the video, let me give you the one thing that most people never tell you. Here's the secret. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't even have to feel okay all the time. What you need is to trust the one who already does. Because the truth is, the thing that's breaking your heart right now, the thing you're begging Allah to change, maybe it's not meant to change. Maybe it's meant to change you. We keep trying to control the story. We write our own script. We say, this is the person I want. This is the life I planned. This is how it should go. And then when Allah takes it away, we panic. We cry. We fall into sadness. Because we think, if I lost it, I lost everything. But what if you didn't lose? What if you were protected? Let me say something that might save you years of anxiety. Closed doors are a form of mercy. Every delay, every disappointment, every heartbreak, Allah didn't say no to punish you. He said no because He heard something you didn't. He saw something you couldn't. He saved you from something that would have destroyed you. There's a hadith you need to hear. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you put your trust in Allah the way He deserves, He would provide for you the way He provides for the birds. They leave their nests hungry in the morning. and return full in the evening. Tirmidhi. Did you catch that? The birds don't sit still. They move, they try, but they don't worry. They don't come home saying, "What if I don't find food tomorrow?" They just fly, and Allah feeds them. That's the kind of trust that changes everything. When your mind is spinning, when your emotions are drowning you, when everything feels out of control, stop, breathe, and remind yourself, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. Allah is enough for me, and He is the best disposer of affairs. Surah Al-Imran 3:173. Say it again, whisper it, scream it if you need to, but believe it, because once you stop chasing what you lost and start embracing who's still with you, that's when things start to change. Not just your situation, your heart. Let's go to the final part, because everything we've talked about leads here. Let me ask you something. What if you were never meant to feel completely okay here? What if sadness isn't a failure, but a sign? A sign that this place, this dunya, was never home. Because think about it. Every time you feel comfort, it fades. Every time you laugh, it ends. Every time you build something, it breaks. And deep down, even when things are going well, you still feel it. That quiet emptiness, that lingering question. Is this all there is? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam once said something powerful. Be in this world as though you were a stranger or a traveler. Bukhari. You're not here forever. This life isn't the destination, it's the test center. And the test isn't how much you smile. The test is whether, through the sadness, you keep walking. And for those who do, Allah promises something beyond imagination. He says in the Quran, "Indeed, the patient will be given their reward without measure." Surah Az-Zumar 39:10. No limits, no calculations, endless reward. Just because you stayed patient. Just because you didn't give up. On the day of judgment, when people who suffered in this world are dipped once into Jannah, they'll say, "By Allah, I never suffered a single day." Sahih Muslim. Just one moment in paradise, and all of this, all the pain, the heartbreak, the nights you couldn't breathe, it will feel like it never happened. So don't lose hope. This sadness isn't forever. This life isn't forever. But your reward with Allah is, if you've made it here, I want you to hear this. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are being shaped, carved, polished, and one day, when you look back, you'll see that every tear had a purpose. Every trial was tailored for your growth, and every time you whispered, "Ya Allah," He heard you. So please, don't give up. Don't walk away. Not now. Not when relief could be right around the corner. Not when your Jannah is being built with every moment you stayed patient. If this video helped you, help someone else. Like it, share it, comment below what hardship you're surviving, so others know they're not alone. Let's fill the comment section with reminders, with strength, with dua. Let's be the reason someone decides to stay alive one more day. And remember, your sadness is not the end of your story. It's the chapter before the greatest transformation. You will smile again. You will feel light again. And by Allah's mercy, you will rise again.